Hey beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. I'm Josie with Awakened Soul, and we are here for another pick a card reading. It's been a while since I've released a pick a card on the channel, you guys, and I am so excited to be here doing this for you here today. I felt specifically called to get a pick a card style out for you with a very specific question in mind. Today's reading is going to be all about what the projected timeline and potentials are for the connection that came to mind when this reading found you. So each one of these piles is a potential timeline, what timeline you and this person are going down, essentially according to the current state of things, the current energies, current projections. I also want to note for you, if you feel drawn to more than one pile, that is a-okay, particularly if you have more than one connection in mind. As always though, I like to give the PSA, it's really important that you listen to your intuition. If you start watching a reading or one of the piles and it's just not resonating with you, maybe skip around, see if another pile calls out to you, or you can even just check out my channel and see if maybe you were just drawn to me as a reader, especially if you are new. I have a pop-up reading playlist on my channel. Maybe one of those would resonate with your situation instead. But nonetheless, if you found your way here, if you are watching right now, I trust that you are here for a reason, and I'm so glad that you have joined us here today. All right, and quick PSA and side note, yes, I am going to be posting this as a live premiere, and yes, I am also aware of the fact that those of you who are watching it like right when it first starts premiering might have to wait for piles 2 and 3. I apologize about that. However, I like to post at least one video a day where the community can chat and interact with one another. So if you are drawn to piles 2 or 3 and you're here during the live premiere and you would like to wait for your pile to pop up, maybe just check out the live stream. We have a lot of beautiful souls over there, and I wanted to make sure I could make that happen for you guys today. So anyway, and if you're not watching this during the live premiere, you're probably like, what the heck are you talking about, Josie? And in which case, I'm just going to stop rambling and we are going to introduce you to the piles and get to your readings. You will find links to the timestamps down below in the description box, along with a bunch of other fun goodies and insights about the channel if you would like to check that out and hop around a bit. Okay, so with pile 1, we have the Pulp Tarot and a chunk of chrysocolla. So I'll hold that up so you can see the stone a bit more up close. Okay, for pile 2, we have the Wild Unknown Tarot and a piece of orange calcite. For pile 3, we have the Kawaii Tarot deck and a piece of Larimar. So if you need a few more moments to see which pile or piles are calling out to you, I invite you to pause the video. I'm going to go ahead and jump straight into pile 1, but I will see you when I see you. Hey pile 1, if you chose the Pulp Tarot and this chunk of chrysocolla as your stone, this is going to be your reading here today. I have actually pre-pulled an archetype card for your pile to get us started. We're also going to live shuffle out some tarot and possibly some oracle cards. I am going to leave each of these piles free-flowing based on what I specifically feel I need to pull from during the reading to get as much info as I can for you. So your archetype for the connection and the timeline you are going down with this person is the unseen. Okay, you or this person could have bluish green eyes or eyes that change between green and blue. That could be an identifier for you. Hold up a second. This card tried to fall to the floor, but I actually caught it in between my knees, so I'm a little bit impressed by that and those skills. Okay, all right. So for the tarot so far, we have the Three of Cups and the Fool. We also have Judgment. Let's get a few more cards out here. We also have the Ten of Wands and the Moon. Okay, yeah, I'm getting the message so far. This is going to be a very specific one. Okay, let's get one more card out. Jeez Louise. Alrighty. Whew. All right, so my beautiful pile 1s out there. I'm going to take a wild guess that this connection has probably already been a little bit of a roller coaster ride for the two of you. If that's not the case, then everything has been sunshine and rainbows. I hate to be the bearer of bad news and say that might not be the case for too much longer, okay? The reason I say that is because there is most definitely some type of third party involvement in this connection going forward on this timeline with this person. It could be on their end or your end, but for most of you watching, I do think it's them that has the third party. And before you low-key panic about that, because I know that can be very triggering, we don't necessarily have to be under the assumption that it's another romantic interest, okay? I'm not going to lie to you. For some of you, it very well could be another romantic interest on their end, but for the majority of you, I feel like it's a different type of third party. Now, to preface, before I dive into the rest of the messages, third parties are essentially anything that gets between you and your person in the connection. It can be friends, family members, other lovers or love interests. It can be a job that takes up somebody's time and energy. It can be a mindset, a habit, a belief, an addiction, just about anything, okay? But there's definitely some sort of third party involvement or issues going forward on this timeline with this person. And I see that causing you a lot of burden, a lot of stress. And I think it's going to do the same for your person as well. It feels like a never-ending cycle, maybe that you and this person are going to go through over and over and over again. So that's part of why I prefaced your reading by saying it's probably already been a little chaotic. I would take a wild guess that this isn't just something that's going to pop up out of the blue, unexpectedly, out of nowhere, when everything is going just fine. If this is your pile, more than likely you've already been confused by this person, or you're already well aware of this third-party involvement because it's already been causing a lot of these burdens, dramas, and issues, basically. You basically feel like you've been left out in the cold by this person sometimes, where maybe they're choosing this other party, this third party, over you. I'm just going to go under the assumption, or I suppose I should say, I'm going to use the example of it being a job, just to keep something easy for you guys, just to keep it easy, so I'm not going through all the potentials I already listed for you. It could be another person, or, you know, a habit or something like that. But let's just say for this case, it is a job, and this person happens to be a major workaholic, or they spend all their days and nights at work, and you know, they never give you the time of day, or they promise you they're going to take days off to spend time with you, or take time off to, you know, actually go on dates with you or invest in the connection, but they keep kind of leaving you high and dry. They leave you out in the cold. They're always giving the job or the work or whatever that is all of their attention, and they don't stop. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. They're constantly giving the third party all of the attention, all of their energy, and they're just not investing much of it into this connection. And I can see why that would be very burdensome for you, very frustrating, very overwhelming and stressful for the connection, and likely for your person too, especially if this is a third party that they would rather not have in the picture. That they're not consciously like going after and seeking out. It's probably pretty burdensome from them too. I do think that they're keeping some secrets, or in this timeline, they're hiding some things about that from you, or they're leaving you in the dark. They're not being completely transparent with you. They're not being upfront with you all the time. They are definitely concealing their feelings, keeping a lot of this behind closed doors. And what I see this leading to, for you specifically, is choosing a new course of action, okay? And like I said, some of you aren't gonna like this message. You don't have to take it if it doesn't resonate, okay? I just always give that PSA. Please don't force it to fit if it doesn't resonate. If you're happy with this person, everything is going great, and you don't want to walk away from the connection, don't just make that decision based on any tarot reading, okay? But according to this timeline and this connection that I'm seeing in the cards, I see you more than likely making a conscious choice to start over, to maybe walk away from this connection and move on. Like, I see a revelation coming through, some sort of divine communication. It could be in the form of a vision, a dream, a clairaudient message, another type of psychic download, something your friend says to you, a family member says to you, whatever it is. I see you having some sort of divine revelation that it's not changing, or it's not going to change anytime soon, that you and this person would continue to go on this roundabout with one another. And I see you making a conscious decision to maybe say goodbye, or see you later, see you down the road sometime, and walk away from the connection, just to move away from it, because it could be too overwhelming for you. It might be just too stressful, and you make this choice that you're sick of the merry-go-round. You're sick of going around and round again with this person, and the same cycles, the same patterns, and you're... Hi, Wally. Hi, Wally is giving confirmation, everyone. Okay. Hi. It just seems like you've had enough. You've reached the point where it's enough is enough. You're sick of it, especially if, you know, this person is lying to you or hiding things from you. They're not being transparent. You're kind of sick of feeling like you're left in the cold, or constantly being abandoned by this person for them to go off and, you know, do whatever it is they're doing with whatever the third party is in this situation. And again, if this is your reading, I don't think that you're unaware of the third party's existence. You are aware of what the third party is 100%, whether it's a person, a habit, a belief, a job, whatever that is. You're aware of what this is. You're aware of the cycle. Maybe there are some secrets that this person's keeping from you that you aren't fully aware of, but you know something fishy is going on and you're just over it, basically. So this is quite an interesting pile. I give you some kudos for, you know, having the confidence to make decisions that you think are best for you here. On this timeline, I see you choosing to walk away, maybe feeling a little bit melancholy about it. I don't think it's necessarily going to be a totally happy decision you make. However, I think that when you make that decision, if you make that decision, you're going to feel like it was the right choice for you when you do it. You're not going to feel like the energy of FOMO where you're like, oh no, did I make the wrong choice? I think you're going to acknowledge that it's for the best, even if it's not what you originally wanted. You'll know that it was what was right for you, basically. So what I'm going to do now, I'm feeling pretty good about where this is. I'm going to get some tiles and charms out for extra messages. Hi, Wally. He's like right behind my ear, meowing in my ear. I'm going to get you tiles and charms. That's what I'm feeling called to do for this pile. I don't really feel like I should have... Actually, wait, hold on. They did just show me this deck. So I'm going to pull you an oracle card. This is going to be like a personal message for you. Okay? I'm going to save this as your personal message from universe, because I always like to close my readings off that way. So that's going to be for you at the end. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm feeling specifically called to do this for you and then kind of leave it after that. So I'm honoring that. That's why I said in the beginning I was going to leave this free flowing. Okay. We have D, U, G, Y, M, R, F, and then we also have an A up here with the charms, okay? Somebody's name could be Doug, Douglas. Honestly, that's all I'm really seeing here. Mug. Maybe somebody has a favorite mug or something like that. Somebody's name could be Maggie or Maddie. Okay, Rug, Rugged. That's what I'm getting there. So you can take your time if you want more time to look things through. I also leave my bowls out intentionally so that if anything falls on top that you see that stands out, you can take those as messages as well for you, okay? We have a snowflake. We have a half full heart as well as a full heart, okay? And this is a very telling message. I feel like this is where you're going to be at with this person. You feel like your tank is not getting refilled. You're always running on half empty. Maybe making a choice to go fill up your own cup of love because it's just not working out with this connection or this person. We also have a squirrel, so the energy probably feels really staticky. It feels electrified. It feels anxious, nervous, intense. And then we also have a Jesus fish and a cross, okay? So somebody could definitely be Christian in this connection. Then, of course, the snowflake, maybe this is all going to go down during the winter season, regardless of whether or not it snows where you live, okay? All right, so we're gonna pack it up, get your personal message out, and then I'm gonna get ready to do pile 2. Okay, so your first card is creativity. Creativity is your inner expression, unleash it, okay? Maybe you're gonna have some sort of vision while painting or creating something, if you're an artist, or even if you just do that type of thing for hobby, or as like a meditative practice. You might have creative inspiration or divine inspiration come through you while you're doing that. I also feel like this is saying, please don't neglect your creative side. If once upon a time you used to love to do something, you used to love to paint or draw or listen to music or go for walks, and you find that this connection pulls you away from doing like the innocent things that you used to love to do, that's definitely something to pay attention to. Make sure that you're nourishing yourself and you're taking care of yourself, okay? Honestly, I feel like I can leave this reading here. I am going to pack up and get ready to hop over to pile 2. I want to thank you so much again for watching. If you have been enjoying this reading so far, even if you didn't necessarily like the message, if it's resonated, I would love it if you would give me that thumbs up to let me know, and subscribe to the channel for more in the future. I hope to see you around the channel again. Bye for now. Hey, pile 2. Welcome or welcome back. I hope you are having an amazing day or night. In case you didn't hear me say that in the intro, we are here to see what the current projection of this timeline with your person is, essentially, to see according to what is going on right now, the energies of the connection, where things are going in the future with this person. Bonus, I did actually get out an archetype card for you guys. Hold on, Wally is sitting on it. What did you do with my card? Okay, it flew to the floor apparently, so Wally messed with it. Give me a second here. That was unexpected. But nonetheless, you guys got the King, and I suppose I forgot, if you chose the Wild Unknown Tarot deck and the Sacral Chakra Stone, Orange Calcite, this is your reading. Okay, so side message, I already feel so scatterbrained. I feel out of nowhere confused. I'm kind of all over the place. I can't focus. Things are going chaotic. I'm dropping stones. I'm dropping cards. So that in and of itself is a really important message, okay? Because I was not like that for pile 1. I can't speak for pile 3 yet because I haven't done it. All I know is like the second I sat down to start doing your pile, things went haywire. So I'm not going to jump to conclusions just yet, but usually when I channel and I tap into energies like this, the way the energy feels is a message in and of itself. So let's get started with the tarot. Let's chat about what is coming your way on this timeline with this person. So, okay, hold up. These two wanted to come out together. We have the 3 of Pentacles and the Chariot. We also have the Emperor, holy cow, and the 3 of Wands. What else? What else? The Knight of Cups. The King of Cups. We have all 3 zodiac signs, water signs, I should say, coming out for this pile. We have Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, now Leo energy. So you or this person, or maybe both of you, could have water sign dominant charts or somewhere in your big 3, okay? Just saying. I did not intend to get this many, but the Strength card came out with the 2 of Cups, so that is why things are looking a little messy over here. Bear with me. I'll try to straighten it up a little bit so it's prettier for you guys. Okay. So pile 2. I feel like if this is your pile, like I'm really getting a gut feeling this is probably a new connection or someone returning from the past, okay? The reason I feel that way is, well, there's a few reasons I feel that way. Number 1, the jitteriness that I'm feeling, the nervousness, the kind of shakiness I'm getting from your pile is almost like the energy you get when you're about to ask someone out for the first time, or you're about to confess feelings to someone for the first time, and it's almost like you're nervous because you don't know how they're going to respond. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from this pile so far. Now, if this is like your current person, maybe they just aren't good at telling you feelings, or both of you are kind of nervous about expressing the deeper stuff with each other. That's the only way I can really justify this being like a current connection, okay? Otherwise, for most of you watching, I feel like it's someone newish that you're just started talking to, or maybe like an ex or a person from the past that's coming back in after a period of time of being AWOL or out of the picture, okay? Now I feel like this is exciting. This timeline, you know, however you resonate with this, is going to be exciting, okay? Because I'm seeing a lot of new adventures, a lot of new fun things coming in, and you and this person actually being really close with one another, like really, really growing your bond with one another and kind of going from 0 to 60 rather quickly. It's a fast-paced type of energy. You're progressing with this person really fast. You know, let's go out of the assumption this is a new person. Let's say by date 3, you're already planning your future with one another, okay? So like I'm talking, you're going really fast in this connection. Things are moving really, really quickly to the point where maybe other people in your life are looking at you like, are you sure this is what you want to do? You just met them like a month ago. That type of vibes, okay? And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying this timeline feels really quick moving. You're excited, you're nervous. It feels spontaneous. It feels adventurous, and you feel like you are taking the lead in your life, and so does this person. Both of you feel like maybe for the first time in a long time, you are in control of where your life goes. Maybe that's part of the reason it feels so rushed, or you're moving really quickly. Maybe the two of you felt really controlled in other connections, and it feels nice to be able to chart your own course without people bossing you around or pushing you around or telling you how to live your life. Like there's a little bit of a rebellious energy coming from this timeline, where you and your person are kind of like teaming up, and it's the two of you against the world, that type of energy, okay? And it's exciting, and I think there's going to be a lot of romance in this, and I think there's a lot of emotional expression, and you and this person are kind of lovey-dovey in this almost like honeymoon phase with each other going forward for a while, okay? And it's exciting. You're not, turned off by it. I think both of you are mutually really just thrilled by the pace of this connection. I don't know how else to phrase it for you guys, okay? Let's see. Do I feel called to any specific decks? Let me look around, because I'm sweating. I'm telling you this much. This pile is so different than pile 1. I'm sweating. I'm feeling like I'm talking really quickly. Even just looking up at the timing of this reading so far, it's gone by so much faster than it did in pile 1. Like I'm telling you, like even if you're traditionally a slow mover with this person, if this is indeed your reading, you're going to surprise yourself with how quickly you want to move things along with them. This is wild. Okay, I'm going to get a couple oracle cards out for you. I'm feeling drawn to 2 different decks. I think it's funny that we had the squirrel come out, because that's kind of like the energy I'm picking up on. Like if I had to summarize the way this energy feels with an animal totem, it would be a squirrel. Very hyper, very fast-paced, very quick-moving, super erratic, okay? Enough said. All right, so bonus message number 1, 35 with the squirrel, okay? Maybe you or this person are 35 years old. That also reduces down to the number 8. Someone could be a life path 8, born in August. March 5th could also be important, okay? Anyway, so the squirrel, plan for the future, accumulate resources, okay? And we did have the 3 of Wands come out for this reading. So again, I think you and this person are actually planning for the future, even if it's new or it's somebody returning from the past. Very quickly on this timeline, you're already going to start making moves, getting your resources gathered to, plan your future, whatever you and this person want that to look like with each other. There's definitely a vision towards the future, and you and your person are not wasting any time getting there. You're charging towards it. You are bolting towards it. They just showed me an image of somebody like breaking the finish line in a race, like on foot, like running. Like I see red shorts and sneakers and a white t-shirt, like somebody literally in like a racing uniform breaking through the finish line. So you're like literally racing there with each other. You're not wasting any time planning this future, okay? We also have take time to breathe out with disseminating moon. This could be advice for you from universe. Yes, this is going to feel fun. Yes, you and this person are excited. It feels really good. You're moving things forward, but make sure that you do take time to rest, that you give yourself time to think things through before making rash decisions. Just take time to breathe, okay? Because this is going to feel like a really quick moving energy when you're in it once this timeline is in motion, okay? We also have be bold and make the first move with cardinal moon, okay? And I feel like that's both you and your person. It's not even just like be bold and make the first move to ask them out. It's you and this person are both feeling like you're in a very masculine energy. You're ready to take charge. You're ready to make moves. You're ready to go after what it is you want. Both you and your person seem to be in a very strong divine masculine energy during this time period, okay? So it's saying, please think things through, basically. But yeah, continue to make moves. Continue to plan your future. Don't let other people tell you what you should or should not do if it feels right and it's good for you, okay? All right. Whew, pile 2. You got my energy going. That was wild. Okay. I'm going to get you an affirmation, okay? And then I'm going to close your reading off today. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. If you've been enjoying this, we would love to have you join our beautiful community over here. Your affirmation is, the power to change my world lies within me. If you concentrate on the negative, you will only see problems. If you concentrate on the positive, you will find solutions. The power lies in your thoughts. Don't sabotage yourself for something that hasn't yet happened. Okay? Beautiful. All right, pile 2. Thank you for letting me read for you here today. I'm going to go ahead and hop over to pile 3 now. I wish you nothing but the very best, and I hope to see you for a future reading. Bye for now. Hey, pile 3. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you're having an amazing day or night as always. In case you missed the intro or you skipped the intro, today's pick a card reading is going to be all about the timeline you are currently on with the person on your mind, this person. So according to current energies, current projections of things, what is happening in the future, where is this connection going, basically. If you chose the Kawaii Tarot deck and this piece of Larimar, this is the pile that you chose, and I am so glad you are here with me today. And bonus notes, I did pull I was going to say affirmation card, an archetype card for you. You guys got the vision, okay? We're going to live shuffle the tarot out. Pile 2 and pile 1 were very different from each other, so I'm curious to see how your pile is going to turn out. I've been leaving the readings free-flowing. So again, pile 1 and 2 were very different. I pulled from different decks. I did different things. The same is going to go here for you. It's based on what I intuitively feel called to do for you guys. So we're going to get started with your tarot deck and take it from there. All right. So first up, we have the moon. That is both Pisces and Cancer energy. Cancer, because in astrology, Cancer is ruled by the moon, and the moon is technically Pisces in tarot. Okay, so there we go. All right, we also have the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords, Aquarius energy and Capricorn energy. Those two fall right next to each other in the timeline, and if we're reading this as Pisces, that goes right on par with it as well. We have Capricorn season leading into Aquarius season, leading into Pisces season. So that time of the year could be really important for this connection, or maybe that's when this reading is finding you and it's your confirmation, okay? We do also have Aries. Oh, wait, no, Swords. I read that as Wands, but maybe Aries energy resonates. The Knight of Swords is Gemini. Okay. Anyway, I need to stop myself before I get too carried away. This pile so far feels very giggly, giddy, and bubbly, which is different than the other two that I've done so far, okay? very giggly, very light, very bubbly. It's interesting because we have the Seven of Swords coming out and the Moon, and those two cards coming out in the same spread does not feel very giggly and bubbly to me normally. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a clarifier for that combo. Can you talk to me about the Seven of Swords and the Moon energy? Okay, let's see. I want to see if it can come up on camera. There we go. That should do it. That should work. Okay, and then I do have to show you this as well, the back of the deck, message bubble. That's going to be referenced here, okay? So I think that we're talking about a person, or a connection, I should say, that hasn't fully gotten off the ground yet. Or you're in for a ride with each other. And it does feel like it's going to be very giggly and giddy and bubbly. And what I mean by that is I think you're going to be really feeling brand new feelings for each other. You're going to be confessing feelings towards one another, sending little heart emojis and little nice, sweet love texts and phone calls and things like that. Spontaneously calling each other out of the blue. Like there's a lot of like, in this timeline, you and this person that we're talking about are kind of getting through the hurdle of maybe being afraid to express feelings, and you're just kind of going for it. This feels like a new connection to me, or if it's like a current person of yours, it's gonna feel new. There's something about this next chapter that feels like you're discovering each other for the first time, almost like you feel very youthful again. It feels very exciting. It feels like a brand new relationship, a new connection, you know, when you're first starting to get to know someone and you're discovering things about them and they're on their best behavior and you're on your best behavior, trying to impress each other. That's kind of what I'm getting here. But the funny thing is, for some of you out there, you already know this person, okay? That's why I'm saying it might be a current person of yours or even somebody from the past that's returning, because they're going to feel like home to you. At the same time, this connection is going to feel brand new on this timeline. It feels like you're in a honeymoon phase. It's all, you know, exciting and adventurous and new. You feel naturally at ease in each other's presence, like you've already known them forever, and maybe you have had a history with them, and that could be why. Or we could be talking about a soul connection and you just naturally feel like you've known each other for lifetimes, even if you haven't, and you feel at home with each other. There's a lot of excitement and passion and fun in this timeline, I would say, and just like a lot of smiles, laughs, and giggliness. That's what's coming for the future of this, okay? I do think you're going to be in union with this person that we're talking about. Like there will be a formal union, as in at some point in the future, the two of you are going to talk about going steady, becoming official, maybe even getting married, or, you know, whatever you believe in as like the highest level of commitment in the 3D for the two of you. I think you're going to reach that point with the Four of Wands here. And it's going to feel light. It's going to feel happy and exciting, like something really worth celebrating. And you're going to be communicating with each other really well as well. I think there's going to be great communication between the two of you. You're going to be exchanging a lot of laughs, a lot of positive energy. All in all, it feels like something that's really stable, exciting, and I do think that this connection has the potential to last for a long time. So maybe it's going to be what you've always wanted your relationships to be like. I think you've also kind of had a picture of what you want a relationship to be like for you. I really do think you're going to have that in this connection. So very exciting. I love that for you guys. The thing is, I think maybe at first you're not going to tell each other, and then one day it's all going to kind of come pouring out. That's what this is all about. It's nothing heavy. It's nothing serious. Maybe it's like with a friend or somebody you've known for a long time, but you didn't know how they felt about you, and then one day it just kind of comes out, and both of you are like, oh, I'm so excited. You feel the same way. I never thought this would happen. That type energy, okay? All right, you guys, I'm going to do something. I actually felt called to do this for pile 1 as well, tiles and charms. I did not for pile 2. but I do for you. So I'm honoring that. I'm going to pull some tiles and charms for you for bonus info, confirmation, insight. All right. So we have J-E-L. We could have some jealous people. Jelly. Yeah. You and your person might be a little bit jealous of each other. We literally have the word jelly coming out. So I don't know, that could be like a nickname, or somebody could really like peanut butter and jelly or something. We have J-E-L-L-Y-J-N-C. Somebody's name could also be Nelly, possibly. Nelly, Nelson. Is Nelly short for something? I really don't know. Is Nelly short for a specific name? We have 2 crosses. You and this person could have the same religion or have very similar religious, spiritual beliefs, especially if you're Christian, because they're both crosses. We have a K, by the way, if I didn't say that. Somebody's name could be Kelly, Kelsey, okay? We have a fish. That could be Pisces energy. I always think of Pisces when a fish comes out. And then a flamingo, okay? So maybe even like a tropical place could be important. Maybe you're going to meet each other in a tropical place, or go on a vacation to a tropical place, or something like that, okay? I am going to end your reading here today with a message from the universe just for you. I did also just see the word J come out, like Blue Jay or the name Jay, so that could be important, or a nickname possibly. Anyway, this message is just for you, though. It does not have to relate to this connection. I do this to help you reset your energy and focus. If you've been enjoying the reading so far, don't forget to smash the like button to let me know, and consider subscribing for more readings in the future. Also, you guys, I don't do pick a card readings too often, so if you'd like to see more on the channel, let me know down below in the comments. I'd love to get your feedback there. So, all right, so your message is the nuthatch. Stay grounded and welcome the new knowledge and perspective coming to you. Beautiful. Alrighty, my lovely pile 3s. I am going to leave your reading here. Thank you so much again for joining. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day or night. And until next time, bye for now.